Settle down.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Please keep going. I live for
Batch
this.
Boys Nation.
This is all I have.
You've been waiting all season.
Please don't stop.
You've been waiting 2 weeks at least because we haven't done an episode. But it's the Boys Tell All.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All your favorite boys are back.
Except for one.
Every last one.
I said
All
your
the
favorites. All your favorite boys are back. I'm Ryan S.
I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
And I'm Alex F.
And we are boys who love the Batch. That's right. Everyone came back, even the week 1 losers like Casey. Week 2?
Week 2, and also I'm not a loser.
I'm week 3. It's
Anyone who goes with Jenny goes with God. And I'm happy.
Geniness is second only to godliness.
Hey.
As we've always said. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag that. Yeah.
Nice.
No need to say it again.
We got it. That's right. All your favorite boys are back except Daniel. Because let's face it, he couldn't be here to face the tough questions. He couldn't face the Batch Boys Nation. He couldn't face us.
Yeah. Because
So he went back to where he's most comfortable. The toilet.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's not in my toilet. That's for sure. Because after the things he said off camera, off mic, for all you audio listeners.
yeah, it was all on camera.
Yeah,
There were subtitles, if you could read them.
Yeah, exactly, audio listeners. But no, it's good season, right?
I think the season turned itself around for me in many ways toward the end. I think the end has been really great. I was not a fan of Arie Jr. for most of the season, but outspokenly.
Arie.
But I like where he ended up, and I think I learned a lot about him at the Women Tell All, and I'm here to tell all about how I feel about him, after the fact.
That's
sitting
right.
Here now.
That's absolutely right. So what were your thoughts when Arie was announced as the Bachelor? Right? What was going on in everyone's heads? When those girls were stepping out of that limo, when you turned on that TV, what were you thinking?
Well, when I heard Arie was the Bachelor, I was like, who? And
you.
Because I hadn't seen the previous season that he'd been on.
Same.
Then when the season started, I was like, great, I'm excited to get to know this guy. He's a little boring. But, it seems like he's a race car driver. That's cool. I bet he has a great record. He seems to be all about the right reasons and is very polite to these women and probably take it slow. And
he certainly won't say I love you to all 3 girls.
He's going to be an upstanding
big
gentleman.
deal that Ben said I love you to 2, and he was like shaking
Dude,
about it.
No one batted an eye with
And
this
Arie's
one.
like, I love you, I love you, I love
did.
you.
Yeah.
Chris Harrison, I love you.
The best is at that final rose ceremony they had is when he was like I found love here, and every girl thought that he was talking to her.
I know. It was so beautiful to watch all of their eyes twinkle, and none of them realized that it's just all of them. Dude, Rachel Lindsay, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw, came out and was outspokenly he doesn't love those women. He definitely didn't love them. You can't love 3 women. She
Well,
came.
I mean, that's just common sense.
Mrs. Bryan.
Can you love 2?
What?
Can you love 2?
Not
I
when
mean,
one of them's
only
Bryan.
partly.
Only a little.
I only love my Ben and my mama, so those are 2 things.
Amen.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for you audio
God's
listeners,
plunge.
Jake just did a slam dunk. Well, it was kind of like a 3-point swoosh.
No, it was like an alley-oop.
Ryan doesn't
Bleach.
watch basketball.
Because I set up the Drake joke.
Steve Curry.
With only
he did.
partly.
Yeah, Steve Curry.
He set it up. So you go like this. You do the little up.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I was bouncing off the backboard. So you can
oh, okay.
alley-oop.
Then, yeah.
I
You don't need
It's
to
a
bounce
really
off the
good
backboard for an
visual
alley-oop.
gag
But
for
I
everyone.
wanted to.
Good.
That's how I play.
A little fancier.
Well, it
Yeah.
is how you play because
Hey.
let's be honest. I want to get right into it. You were so strong and independent, Jake. I feel like you were.
Did you say were or all?
Well, I just you
you were. You
Where you-
still
where-
are.
where you
but
going
you
with
used to
this?
be as
I'm
well.
just saying you were a house favorite. You were a Batch Boys favorite. You were a Batch Boys Nation favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Thank you.
I feel like it took a turn for the worse a little bit.
In what regard are you talking?
How do you mean?
No, let's talk about it. I mean,
Please enlighten me.
I think there's been bad blood between myself and you.
Really?
If for all you audio
I'm sorry,
listeners,
man. You haven't even been on my radar.
yeah. Well,
Oh.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, it's like you were so self-involved this entire season, you know, bringing on your outside
come
friends.
Off it.
Do I need to go back to the Optimus Prime episode?
So what? So what? So I have other
Yeah, that guy
friends, Ryan.
sucks.
What's wrong with that?
I don't. I guess.
Casey's my friend. Would that upset you?
He's one of the boys.
I think he just doesn't want to see these past relationships coming back and having an effect on your current batch.
Look, I've known Optimus for
relationship.
7 years.
Yeah, well, it's like he came back and he disrupted what we had. We have such special nights. You know, I think of these as our special nights. That it's us. We watch the batch and then we record an ep.
Well, you can't let it taint these nights.
It did.
Well, that's up to you, Ryan. That's a choice that you're making, and I'm sorry.
I wonder what Optimus would say if he was here now.
Yeah, me too.
He was not invited back.
No.
We had to increase our security after that guy
But
came.
could he be backstage?
I hope not.
Casey, what do you have brewing up?
I just hope he is. I'm asking.
I don't know.
He's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Drop
I
it.
guess we'll see.
Yeah, the competition really did heat up this season. I feel like between us boys,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think we all had controversial picks, which is tough. You
That's
know,
a nice
obviously.
way to say awful.
Well, I kind of want to drop something on you guys now that we've come, to this point in the season.
You have to phrase it in the form of a knife twisting question. It's a boys tell all,
Well, it's not as much a question as much of like a.
but twist a knife somehow.
The most
Make it
dramatic
hurt.
statement
Um.
in Bach Boys history.
Well, here's the thing, guys. I announced at the beginning of the season that I was going to be all about who was the hottest girl this season, as you guys all know.
Pedantic.
Right.
This was going to be my
Mhm.
new approach
Mhm.
instead of being here for
I
love
agree.
and the right
Shallow
reasons.
and pedantic.
Yeah.
Shallow and
Yeah, shallow and pedantic.
Yes.
That's where I'm at. But what I realized is, in the end, the three that we came down to were in fact the three hottest women.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because you learned
Because
what
they
true
were-
beauty was.
Exactly. They were right for Arie. They were there for the right reasons. They were there because they wanted, they could see a life with him,
Mhm.
and in that way, they were the
You think these
hottest
three
women
are the
there.
hottest?
And then
Not that
also
that's-
Lauren.
Not that it matters.
Did Ryan just take my place as the bad guy on the show?
We've all had to take places when
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
the
here.
gradient shift.
Oh, there it is again. That's exactly what I'm
What?
talking about. It's these digs. I moved away from you. For you audio listeners, I've moved across the round table,
Yeah, I noticed.
and it's a square.
Yeah. Whatever.
Feels
man.
very round right about now.
It's more of a rectangle.
Well,
Anyways.
all squares are rectangles.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Ryan's as far away from me as he could be as the crow flies. R.I.P. Tia.
R.I.P. Tia, a great
Crow flies
hometown,
straight.
except for her very literal brother and father who were like, "I heard you're a kissing bandit. Is that real?"
He's like,
How does one steal a kiss?
Or the dad who is the best.
Her dad? He said the same thing.
What was he
They're like, "I heard you're a playboy."
I'll find you on the Google.
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
I feel like they tell all the dads now that you have to threaten to kill
I'm
him.
pretty
Yeah.
sure all father figures in the hometowns threaten to kill him.
Well,
Yeah.
don't all
At least
father
3.
figures in general? Like, that's one of the best parts of being a dad. Is if you have a daughter, you get to threaten to kill any guy that looks at her.
That's what I'd be looking
True.
forward to if I
Yeah.
had a daughter.
You're-
That's what
pig.
it's all about. I love threatening to kill people.
why
That's what
couldn't
we've
you?
learned here.
Why
tonight.
couldn't you do that if you had a son?
Yeah, exactly. I could
It's,
threaten to kill the girl who's trying to seduce. And,
or guy.
anyone. Yeah, anyone.
Okay.
true. Anyone who's trying to steal my child's innocence.
Yeah, or anyone who's trying to force my asexual child to have sexuality.
Yeah. Yeah.
He will be asexual.
I will accept any form of child that I am given.
and
Yeah.
he will be asexual.
The way I'm raising him, surely.
My death threats go across the spectrum of gender identity.
Oh yeah. I just want everyone to die.
Including
Amen.
myself.
Hey, you're a regular Chris Soules.
Oh my God, yes.
Nice.
I just let Jesus take the wheel.
So,
and
we,
whiskey
it
take
didn't
my
work.
consciousness.
Can we real quickly talk? What's up with him? Like,
He's
have you
good.
guys been keeping up on it? He's
All I
good.
know
Oh yeah, no, he's getting jacked. You
Is
know, he
he?
gets an hour of sunlight a day.
Is he in prison?
No,
Is that where
no.
he's not?
He was not convicted because I guess the guy driving the
I already
tractor.
passed a
just-
a blood test.
From
and
what
didn't
I
have
know
any
is that the
alcohol in him.
guy who drove the tractor was like also committing a crime. Like I don't think he was supposed to be driving where he was driving or like whatever.
Or, like his license was expired or something.
And the sun was in his eyes.
Yeah.
It was night. It was nighttime.
He was almost dead anyway.
It was Iowa and he wasn't white.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, I'm not from Iowa. That's not my opinion. That's just satire, guys. Well, this is what I'm talking about. You know what?
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, Ryan's from Connecticut, which is a lot more multicultural.
I have no defense.
Yep. Moving on.
Yeah.
You, Casey, I feel like you're so, look, let's be honest. You're beautiful. You're intellectual.
It's true.
That's what his masseuse said one time.
Yeah.
She said you were beautiful to me, yes. Because I am beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, so I guess that leads to my question. Yeah. How do women typically handle that? Like you're accomplished and I feel like you're intimidating. No?
It's tough.
Get a room. Jeez.
Just say, look, can they handle
No,
it?
let us talk, okay? Look, as a handsome man yourself, you must get this a lot.
Well,
where women find you really intimidating.
I didn't want all this.
Look, as the handsome man of the table, like if I must say,
For the hottest boys at the table.
it's hard. It's hard being this good looking and
Yeah.
having having gone to Yale and no
Speaking
one
every language.
see.
Yeah.
That's two languages.
Ni
right
hao.
there.
Your brain's like got to be pushing on your skull.
Comme si, comme ça.
Hey, Itawero.
I'll tell you one thing. My conscience has been pushing on my chest, and it's been weighing on me a lot. Just how much I go through. And I want to thank you for recognizing that. And I respect that. We didn't obviously find love here on the Bach Boys, but I had a great time getting to know you, and I wish you the best.
Hey, thanks. I do like to look. It's something I'd like to address. We all came on the Bach Boys to meet love.
To meet love.
Yeah, to meet love. To meet love.
Some nice
Hello,
meatloaf.
My name's Love. Nice to meet you.
I like
Anybody meet love?
Meatloaf?
Anybody meet love since we've been Bach Boys?
No. I meat sleeved.
I think
Yeah.
didn't we come on the show to talk about love, not necessarily to find it.
I feel like that was misconstrued. I totally pitched this to you guys wrong. I was trying to meet chicks.
Oh man! After all this time, you're just not telling us.
Yeah, well, we had that one
What do you
guest
do?
that
Oh,
one
yeah,
time.
Christopher Walken voice. What was that?
No, I'm just so bummed.
I'm just so bummed.
That's his bum.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, I'm so bummed.
Two little mice. No, man. But whatever. I found friendship, and maybe I wasn't coming here to find friendship, but I wasn't not coming here to not find friendship.
I think we did find love.
Oh, all right.
I found
with each other, with
Yeah,
friendship.
yeah.
Friendship is love.
Yeah. We found Philadelphia.
Bleach.
We found brotherly
Yeah,
love.
but which
More
reminds me,
than anything, we found Bleach.
we're sponsored, of course,
Yeah.
in part by Bleach.
Cheers. Cheers our Bleach,
Special
guys.
3-hour Bleach chug following
Cheers.
this episode tonight.
Goes down smooth.
Bleach.
Yeah, that's real crystal glass. Boy, Jake, have you taken that suit off? Oh, was that a transition?
Could have been.
I know, I was doing another bit.
Yeah, I
$4,000
don't know
suit.
which way I want to go. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I wake up at night. I've decided. I wake up at night not knowing where I've been. Just in a cold sweat, but my suit is dry. And
Moisture repelling.
And my pockets are just full of cash. And I'm thrilled, because I could really use the money, but I don't know what I did to attain it. So I just hope no one got hurt.
But would
But
you
as
say
always, I love the way I look.
Oh, I just also want to preface for the Bach Boys Nation that, yes, at the end of this episode, get ready, for everyone's favorite bloopers.
Yeah.
They're coming. We're gonna.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely.
bloopers.
We're gonna do the bloopers.
Oh
what we
man,
wait
I
all
hope there's a
year
lot
for.
of moths flying around people's heads.
Mwah.
Yeah.
I love the way I look. I just don't like the person I'm becoming. Is that it? Is that how it's? Is it that
You're
order?
gonna like. Oh, I hate what I'm becoming.
But I love the way I look.
Yeah. I hate who I'm becoming, but I love
guarantee
the way
it.
I look.
And as I said, it's sponsored in part by Bleach. Of course, our other main sponsor is Chernobyl Priest Pies. You like pie?
It's delicious.
How much does it take to like get a billboard?
3?
No, just not outside. just one billboard like on Ventura Boulevard or something. How much would that run us if we wanted to
No,
put?
I'm with Theo. We should get 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three.
It
I
would
know
just be
exactly where to put them.
it would just be so funny
I
to
know
put.
outside of where.
I just want to put that Men's Warehouse ad up. I want to see it in real life so
Oh,
bad.
I want to put Chernobyl Priest Pies up.
Ooh, can we think of one more?
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. Wait, what if we just did Beetlejuice, and a blank one?
Or like Beetle with a dash and then like the emoji that's like. For all you audio listeners, it's the one with the hands on the face and the open mouth.
That's a good use of our hard-earned quiche.
Heck yeah.
With all the money
this
we're
revenue.
We're also successful and hot.
I mean, we do
For
have
all that merch.
Bleach as our main partner. They're pretty
yeah.
big.
Look out for that poster. It's coming soon.
Right after the bloopers.
No, the bloopers are coming.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
they'll be here for sure.
For sure.
They're coming. They're going to be hilarious.
You're all looking forward to them.
I think the third poster should be like the third billboard if we were actually going to get a third billboard if it wasn't the Beetlejuice ones. We could do like one of those, like, you know how there's those religious billboards that's like find Jesus, and we just put like Jesus swinging from a web.
From a whip?
A web.
Like
He's got
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He's like Indiana Jones.
Cowabingo.
With the quote, within quotes, Cowabingo.
Genesis 2:19.
And he's like in the action shot of Spider-Man.
Okay, yo, how much does a billboard? Honestly, if you're listening to this show and you know how much a billboard costs, get at us. Honestly, even if it's not out in LA, like
Even if it's not outside Ebbing, Missouri.
What if we get it? What if we get it in like the middle of nowhere in like Arizona, to where we could drive and go see them, but like
No, if
it's
we're getting
not
3
expensive.
billboards, it's going to be outside Ebbing, Missouri for sure.
How much do you think the price of billboards went up
After that,
in and around Ebbing, Missouri?
I bet they cost a damn
But
fortune.
they're so expensive.
I bet there's a heck of a deal for 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the boys tell all. I do feel bad that we're not going to like cover anything. Anything we should cover though for
Yeah,
sure?
I got something.
We're getting there.
I got something. To
We'll
talk
get there.
about.
This is going to be a
Flower.
4-hour episode.
I want to talk about Arie's 2 redeeming moments, where he, for me,
Oh
turned from
my
being a total
God.
loser, scumbag, boring loser to being awesome. Number 1,
Crystal.
let's talk about Crystal. When he's ushering
back to
her
that
off the
transition.
stage. Ushering her off the stage, and someone correct me if I get it wrong, but he says, what, thank you?
No. She like says something. She's brought him on stage to try and slight him.
I just think we ended like poorly, and he's like,
he just says,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're lame.
He grabs her by the hand and then does like a Trump yank. Like he yanks her away. And he's like, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Goes to
okay,
commercial.
thank you, and that's it. Which was obviously great.
like
Anybody-
normally with the villains, they like kind of play along with the producers that the Bachelor does or the Bachelorette, and they could like still interact with them and like give them the civil conversation. But Arie just wasn't having it.
Well, because he
'Cause she
saw
sucks.
all this stuff like
Posts
stuff that we didn't even
Yeah.
see.
He felt played.
Needle D.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Needle D.
Needle D.
Special guest Needle D.
Hey guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was redeeming, and of course when he called Ross an effing nerd, is that
The
the other
best,
moment?
yes,
God, that was
by
the best
far,
moment of the
best moment.
season.
Yeah, best moment of the season for sure. When this like super hunky but like broy idiot.
Stanford football coach.
Is he?
He's on the Stanford football coaching team. Yeah,
embarrassing.
That
He's their
honestly
strength
makes me
coach.
respect him less.
He's their strength coach.
Because he's a football clown. Anyways, just so you know, Ross, you're a clown. The Bach Boys, I'm KCS. I'm coming out specifically against you. I don't want to see you anywhere around my show.
If Arie can talk down to that guy, we sure as heck can.
Arie Jr., the stiffest man I've ever seen sitting, called you a effing nerd, and I loved it.
I hate that guy. I don't think he's a bad guy, but he's just so dumb.
He just said
so
generic
funny
crap.
that like Arie was at least giving him the time of day. He's like, oh, like so you really feel strongly for her, right? And it's like, yeah, man, I gotta take her back. He's like, well, okay, and then he leaves, and the guy's like, nerd.
I like that when the guy arrives, Arie
Flips
says,
his switch.
and when he's recounting, he goes, when he arrived, I was like, why is hotel management here?
Such a slight.
Well, even just when he was sitting there, he was like, so you feel strongly for her? He's like, yeah, I sure do. He's like, well, we've already told each other we love each other, so like, sorry.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bud.
And he goes, how long do you know each other? He goes, 7 years. He goes, oh, well, I don't know. Can't speak for her.
7 weeks.
He like
7
tried to
weeks.
shut him down with like, we're in love. And he goes, yeah, we dated 7 years. And Arie's just like, okay.
I just loved when he first opened the door, and the first things he says is, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, is it
Yeah.
He was so like casual.
No, man, I got towels.
The thing I love about Ross, because look, it was like he didn't plan a word he said. Like,
Absolutely not.
how are you going to travel like 10,000 miles from freaking
So
nowhere
real.
to Peru and like not just be like going off the cuff with this proposal to your ex from a year ago? But I think the thing that I reflected on, I talked about this with Casey, is when he had to have called the producers of the show. And I think the producers like buttered him up. They were like,
for
"Oh,
sure.
you have a shot. Like, you should go for it. This is what the show's all about. Like, you got a shot at love. Like, I think she still has feelings for you." And he's like,
Oh, 100%. They're so manipulative.
Yeah, like,
Because like, why would someone like that agree to be on television if he failed?
he believed
said,
he had a
he
shot.
said, "I don't want to be on the show. I want my girl."
Yeah, and then-
so
and then
don't
your
you dare
producer
take him
go-
out of context.
Yeah, but then the producer goes, hey, can we get a couple questions with you on camera? And he goes,
Yeah, sure.
okay, sure.
As long as I'll get my girl.
Well, it's like, he was so sure that he had a shot, and I think the producers forced that into him. He got roped in like every other contestant. It was awesome.
Wait, I have like another point I want to bring up though about Ross. That's very near and dear to my heart. I like after as many people know, like after Ross was on the show, there's a whole like movement of people who like think he's awesome and want him to be on The Bachelor, right? So every single woman who came out in favor of Ross like as a good guy and being the next Bachelor, there should be like a list somewhere so that we can just write and know like this is an undateable person because they have terrible values.
Yeah, it's fine.
You thought I was going like Schindler's List with
I
that.
know what you were gonna do.
I'm just saying like I think every single person I've seen come out in favor of that, I'm like, oh, you're a bad person. You're a bad person. Like, what did you see in that guy? He's rambling, incoherent, like generic.
He's a snack.
Ugh. He's a snack.
Was that said?
Yes.
Gross.
What does that even mean?
A
He's a
snack?
snack.
He's a
Never
tasty
heard
snack.
Someone call someone else a snack.
No. Ugh. I don't know. I don't like that.
I don't either, but it's a thing. It's definitely an
Oh, I love it.
established thing.
I don't know about this new youth slang.
Yeah, what happened to the good old days of girls being meals, huh? Now everybody's just snacking. No attention span. Can't sit down for a nice four-course dinner.
Yeah, full course dinner.
Yeah, if that's not a sign of
Meat and
these
potatoes.
Listen, babe, you're a four-course dinner.
millennial snowflakes, man, they pop on your tongue and melt.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Not in your mouth, babe. Not in your hand.
Babe.
Throw the word babe on any scummy sentence and it's 10 times worse.
Babe.
Like, I'm here to get my girl, babe.
Yeah, anything. I think adding babe makes you way scummier.
Dude, he just walked in there and just thought like she had been waiting for him to be doing that.
Because the producers told him. They like,
It's so
They
sad.
buttered him
like,
up.
oh, she talks about you.
Yeah.
He's like, really?
Yeah. My thought on that is that he and Becca have so much great chemistry, and I would really hope of the final two. Maybe we could talk about that if you guys want. I'm voting for Becca. That's who I'm hoping for.
Yeah, same.
And
Who
my
do I
thought
like
is that
more?
he's probably leaning towards Lauren.
For sure.
And they're bringing in this thing to like give him a way to be like, that's my doubt. Because like that's what he was saying. He's like, I don't know if someone like this can be ready. Like 7 years, that's a long time. And it's like, why not just ask her?
They've been
like she said, I love you. Just because this other guy showed up and she said, leave now, doesn't mean that she's in love
so
with him.
real, dude. Yeah, that was frustrating me to no end as I watched this episode because I was like, for a guy who like prides himself on being Mr. Communication, like he sure as shit is not like he's not asking the only question that he should ask her, which is how do you feel? Like,
I think
is it
he
in the
must
past?
have. That conversation was way too short.
But
you
it
know?
didn't seem like he was uncomfortable with the whole thing. Like,
He didn't
it
seem
didn't
at
seem
all
like a deal,
uncomfortable.
like a Becca age deal breaker or like a.
I think that's because he looks permanently uncomfortable, so you can't
for
tell
sure,
the difference.
But like,
Also, maybe it had to have been in there. Maybe I just missed it. But the thing where like he's on the couch and someone's crying and then he leaves, was that in this episode?
No, that's finale.
Okay.
It's gonna be shocking.
Stank. Man, all those producers stank.
Theo knows what it is. I have a theory about what it is. I feel good about my theory, but I'm not gonna say it yet.
My theory is that he called in Ross. He called in a ringer to break up a relationship.
I think it's Ross in the other room crying.
I think he proposes to Ross because he's such a snack.
he's like, wow, Ross.
Listen,
Will
Ross.
you be my snack?
Listen, Ross. Ever since I laid eyes
snack
upon you,
chiller.
I thought you were my snack.
You gotta be my beef jerky.
Will you accept the snack?
It's a Neil Lane bag of corn nuts.
Oh wow, he'll love this.
What happened to corn nuts? Right? Salsa picante,
They're around, yeah.
whatever,
Those
something
things
like
are
that.
a
Yeah,
lot of
that's good.
calories. You ever looked at the calorie count on those
I don't know.
things?
I haven't had corn nuts since I was like playing baseball in like middle school. Man, I want some corn nuts.
Oh man, whatever happened to those big black tins of Morton's iodized salt, man? You know that's a lot of sodium. If I could just toss one of those back when I was
whatever happened to the Dead Sea? They say it's drying up, and it's so salty, man. There's so much sodium in it. Who's drinking all that? Who's drinking that salt?
Where's that sea going?
No one's drinking it.
No one's drinking it.
Can't be dead.
Wake up, sea. We know you're faking.
You can't die. You're not even alive.
Yeah, that's the biggest
Anyway.
con in oceanography.
The Dead Sea.
Yeah, it was never alive. Gosh, Big C is just out to con all of us.
So you're not pro C?
Actually, you know where it's going? It's going to all those kiosks at the mall. They're just taking all the Dead Sea salt and scrubbing it on passersby's hands who aren't going to buy the soap.
Or turn it into lamps that change colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's another salt product that's big right now.
Or like when you're at a restaurant, like kind of a chic restaurant, and they said that big hunk of salt on a table. You ever
Ugh.
see that?
Yeah.
Like, tell me when.
That's Himalayan salt.
Say when.
Say when.
Just grinding it on their
Grind-
teeth.
Say when.
Anyway.
We should open a restaurant.
Yeah, totally.
Should.
Yeah, stop.
Crowburger.
The Belch Boys.
Yeah, we already have 3 billboards. We could just put a poster up there.
Exactly.
I wonder what it would take, like,
know,
because you
Staw's
lease a
thing. It's
billboard,
called
right?
Z Pasta.
Yep. You rent it.
Shut
yeah,
up.
it's lease rent.
Could you buy one?
There's one around
No.
in Santa Monica. and
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
It's really disappointing. We
Tell me about pasta restaurants.
yeah, we wanted to be pasta sewers, and
Oh, Stanza.
Stans. Yeah, we wanted to we had an idea.
No, do not
I'm
tell
not
this
saying
to
what
our
it is.
listeners.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying what it is, but
It's
we
our
had a really
secret
good
hatch
pasta
plan.
You
idea.
guys want to hear about Mandy?
But it's been done.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been done.
Was it like Chipotle for pasta?
No.
Sorta.
What is it? Uber for pasta?
What's it, like Tinder for pasta?
Tinder for pasta would be sweet. Just swipe right on pastas you like, and then maybe one of them will meet up with you at a
what if
bar.
you don't get a match, though, when it's just pasta?
It's actually Movie Pass for pasta.
Have you guys used? You guys use pasta and basil? It's the new it's a new quirkier app.
Pasta meets bagel.
Pasta meets basil.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Pesto meets basil.
Meet a pasta. I want to meet a pasta that's not afraid to take charge. Pasta with some great big balls.
Some al dente.
Yeah, I think pasta's outdated. It's I'm on that new. I'm on that crypto pasta. I'm mining bit noodles.
Crypto pasta.
Yeah, it's the noodles of the future.
Virtual pasta.
Is that paying off for you?
It's called copy pasta.
Nah, well, never mind.
It doesn't make you less hungry, but you can use it to show your support on Reddit.
Thoughts and pasta.
Pots and pans.
Oh man.
Anything else happened in the last 2 weeks?
Spaghetti.
Well, speaking of Pan, when they were in Machu Picchu, when Arie was on his date with Becca, I think. They were they were in Machu Picchu. And, they went to the village and they went to buy some pan, some bread from the village woman. And Arie said to her when he got the bread, he said, "I love you." And nobody seemed fazed by that, but I was. And I don't know. I think that just means that takes me into my thought, which is I don't like Arie.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys seem to like him. I've flipped.
What don't you like about him?
As of when?
I haven't liked him in a long time. He's very boring. He doesn't listen. He doesn't.
You're just jealous. You made it so far with you know who.
With Kendall. Oh, I'm actually very glad.
All right.
Spoiler alert. If you're listening to this,
if anyone's out there.
If anybody's out there.
If you're listening to this, we're already dead.
Help.
I'll be at the docks every Tuesday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Right?
I was trying to go for that, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Oh, I was.
Legend, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Swag. Yeah.
I am Arie.
Am legend.
But yeah, no, he's lame. He's awful. He's
No good.
fun.
He's no good.
He's no good. He's no good. He's garbage. He's dirty meats. And I think we gotta throw him out with the Rose girls, our arch rivals.
I disagree. Yeah, come fight us. Prove to us.
Oh, what are you scared? Our challenge has been out for weeks.
Yeah,
Ryan
Johnson confirmed that we will fight you.
It's canon.
It is absolutely canon.
Yeah, if you're listening, Rose girls, I want you to meet us under the old tree in Zihuatanejo.
Is that near Wakanda?
Yeah, Wakanda forever.
I never freeze.
I never freeze.
But yeah, I'm happy that
What's happening?
I'm happy Kendall went home.
You just because she lives in L.A. and you're hoping you'll find her.
Well, because
It's like
first
that one
off,
time they were all at the bungalow.
yeah.
You can
First
Google
off,
it.
guys, come on, I'm trying to talk the batch here.
Yeah.
First,
Enough glam shaming of Jake.
First off, one steadfast rule that I always have, or not rule, but thing that I always look at is the age difference between the contestants. And she's 25, and he's, 36? That's a pretty big difference in my opinion. And I feel, maybe I'm putting that onto someone else. But I just think that amount of time for that big of a difference, there's so much life between them that they have to meet in the middle that they couldn't have done by now.
What are the ages of the other two?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's not Kendall.
So yeah, I think she.
Do you think he smashed her or what?
He's way out.
What?
Something.
I'm the kingpin.
Something I'd like to bring up is the fact that Kendall, to me, when she got sent home and thrown out with the dirty meats, it seemed that she saw it coming. It seemed that she knew that her connection wasn't there all the way. And
So amicable.
Yeah, she was like relieved. It seemed like it wasn't as bad as she thought it was gonna be, sort of moment. Like I don't know. She broke down for having had the experience and now not being a part of it, not for like having lost him.
Was that her bachelorette moment?
Oof.
No,
you don't think?
she's too corky.
Corky.
Yeah,
she's so
Ari
corky.
Ari likes to say.
Yeah, people always throwing darts at her.
I don't know, because there's you get Tia with her rehearsed "I'm heartbroken, I
I'm
put
with you,
myself
she's
out
fake."
there" speech, and then you get Kendall who has this nice amicable response where she understands.
Yeah, I think now
Wishes it
that
could've
she
been better,
understands the
but-
process, I don't know if that's something she would do. You know, 'cause
I just-
I know her really well. You know, we have
Yeah.
our minds.
You're the kingpin.
Yeah, I'm the king. I'm the kingpin. I know a lot, and you know, we've kind of over the weeks initiated a neural handshake, and you know, the two of us we're like a Jaeger of trust, and I
You're
thought one thing I did think was crazy is that he pulled her away during a rose ceremony and then booted someone else. That was really cool. And then that was the episode we didn't get to talk about because we weren't here last week.
Well, yeah. I mean, as soon as he brought her back, I knew that like she was staying because he would have said
he wanted
goodbye
it so
privately.
bad. He's like, I need to hear this, and she's like, kinda. He's like, yes or no, and she's like, maybe. He's like, good
What
enough.
kinda?
What kinda forever?
But then as soon as he pulled her away for the second at this last episode,
like,
I
"Oh,
knew
it's over,
it
yeah."
was goodbye.
Yeah.
He was like, "Do you ever freeze?" And she was like,
I just
"Sometimes."
froze.
Rarely. That's comforting.
Only partly.
Yeah.
I like
Not all the way.
The other two's reactions when she got pulled aside. Becca was like, "This is becoming a trend."
And then
Lauren's
Lauren
like, "I'm gonna throw up."
That was like the
nothing-
realest she's been. I liked that. moment from
Whatever.
her.
You like her. She sucks.
She's very attractive and cool, and come off it. I like her lots.
I too can use 2 words to describe her. And that's about it.
She's
Ooh.
blonde, and she has face.
And she
2
2 feet.
Yes.
Did we even know that for sure, though?
No.
Has anyone ever seen a shot of both of Lauren's feet?
If you have an image of Lauren B's feet, I was hoping that at the final, like when he was giving those roses away to the 2 girls, he would just be like, Lauren B. Wouldn't that be funny? This late in the show to call her Lauren B at the rose ceremony.
Oh, right.
and then Ben's Lauren B comes in.
Oh, my God. And he's like, no, not that
swoop.
one.
A good old cuckin'.
Yeah, she ain't Ben's anymore. Now she's with Devin,
Who?
Devin.
the guy with the gray beard that
I'm
she's
looking him
like
up.
smooching all the time.
Devin Nunez.
He's like
Said
he's
his
like
name.
hot, but
No,
like
Devin Nunez is a scumbag
it's-
politician. No, she's not
Oh.
dating him.
That's too bad.
I'm looking him up.
Who's this?
Lauren Bushnell's boyfriend.
Oh.
I remember when I saw her at the bungalow.
Wow. That's just the place to be.
If you're a Bachelor contestant,
Mhm.
absolutely.
To peddle your wares.
She's very
cheap
small.
sunglasses
show off
and-
your
and
fab
tummy
fit
This
boxes.
guy?
Ew.
This guy?
That
He looks
guy.
like
With
thick
the l-
Ben.
Yes.
What's up
With
with,
the
that
gray
little gray
patch.
patch?
Yeah.
dude?
Color that.
Put something in that.
For all you audio listeners, Lauren Bushnell's new boyfriend looks like Ben Wider with a beard that has a small patch of white.
Bruh, it's not new. Like this has been a thing.
I haven't really.
He's like
followed
if
him.
Ben starred in Logan.
She's really really small.
We're down.
She doesn't look healthy.
Oh, even Molly shills FabFitFun. Her sister.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, they've been dating since like December or longer.
Could you imagine having an in and being able to just shill FabFitFun whenever you want?
What does that mean?
What's FabFitFun?
What's shill?
Shill like post Instagram photos of
Pawn off.
That's a verb?
advertising.
Yeah, shill
Yeah,
like
shill,
to
yeah.
pawn off.
I've never heard that.
Really?
Mm-mm. I don't use Instagram.
No,
It's
that's
not
like
really
an old thing.
exclusive to Instagram.
I don't know, man. I'm not, you know.
But yeah, they
This is
they got all
exactly what I was talking
This
about.
is their job now. Is they
I'm feel kind of on the
Shill.
outs here, guys. Like,
horrible products.
I feel like you're kind of ignoring me.
Well, we're all on our
And the
phones
show.
now.
Yeah.
We should just go on the.
I
Bachelor
I
this
have
week.
other friends that I can hang out with.
Yeah, why don't
I
you go
could
call
call
your
over.
stupid
Yeah.
robot?
Why don't you go
That's
hang
me
out with your
telling
friends,
all,
buddy?
Get out.
What, you think I won't? I'll do
You
it.
won't.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about on this episode, or should I just call my
Yeah, I have
friends
something.
in?
I have something I want to talk about.
Oh no.
I can only say so much,
Okay.
but I know what you do on the season finale of the Bach Boys this season, and it is not okay.
Oh, God.
You came on this show to no, don't you take your phone out. It is not okay. You know, you came on this show to talk about the Bachelor, and what you do is so wrong.
Oh, Ryan. Ryan's such a ham. He's a liar, right, everybody? Boo, Ryan. Boo, Ryan.
No, they love me. What? They don't love me? You've been silent this whole time.
Yeah, they're on my side.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wonder how they feel about me.
Hey, guys, you know Casey? That's right.
There you go.
Like he always
I'm not
says.
even gonna bother.
No, do Theo.
Let's see. Oh no, it's Alex.
Yeah. So if you're a listener at home, just know that there are a thing called soundboards that you can Google, and you'll have a whole 40 minutes of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, come off it.
Boards are fun. Come off it.
True.
They're cool.
If you like sounds or
Anyways,
boards.
So Becca's going to get it?
I think so. I hope so.
I don't think so. I think he'll choose Lauren because,
That's a
He's
false
not gonna
edit.
get
I
it
think it's
right.
false edit.
he's not going to get it right.
Yeah, I can't tell. I can't tell if it's a false edit or if it's a double blind.
But what was
I'm so
Caroline
excited.
talking about?
Ah, what does Alex know?
Exactly. It's whatever
Actually,
Caroline's talking about.
Should I come out publicly with my theory here?
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
No, because your theory is like something I had heard somewhere else. So I'm
No,
like, leads
now's
me
the
believe
time to
you've been
do it. 'Cause
Spoiled.
if you don't do it
No,
now,
I promise you, I have not been spoiled, but this is what I think
Yeah,
happened.
You
do
read
it.
this on Reality
Do it,
Steve.
do it.
I genuinely think, and again, I have not read anything. I've not been spoiled. This is a guess.
Okay.
I think that he's going to go to an ex-girlfriend. I think he's going to get cold feet about both women. He's not going to give a rose to either of them, and he's going to walk away at the end of this. He's going to walk away, and he's not going to give
But
a
at
rose
what
to
point is
either
he
of
gonna
the
be
women.
sitting
that's what
around-
I said yesterday.
Well, but this is my bold take on the show, and I said it first, and now I get all the glory.
What?
He's
I said it
right.
first.
He said it first.
I said
This
that
is
when
my
we
take.
watched.
Yeah, and
Did you
I
say
said it
on
too.
record? Nope.
I
You
said
guys
it
heard
too.
me.
No.
Ryan Johnson.
Wow.
Anything?
He
All
just
right, well,
tweeted
hey, I'm with
Casey
ya.
saying that's Casey's take and that's canon.
All right, that's Casey's take.
Book 5, Casey's take. Yeah.
Well, then my take is that Arie Ben comes back. And he and Arie, they get an apartment together. And Ben's all like, Winter Games was nuts, and he's like, God, why are you so cold? Says Arie, and then he's like, we got to get an apartment stat, and they get an apartment, and it's a spinoff show.
And they huddle up for warmth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Bibiana was as
You guys
great as
watch any
ever.
of that?
She's all
Winter
blurred.
Games?
I honestly
I
didn't
watched
see
the
any of
first
it.
episode.
I watched the first half of the first episode. Apparently, it gets very good. Apparently, it's very entertaining.
Hmm.
So
Bibiana?
I'll probably follow through with it. But
Yeah.
the opening ceremonies were.
Yeah.
I had to watch with like eyes half closed because I was cringing. But
Uh-oh. What is this? Hey, what are you doing over there, audience? Just get off.
What are you using?
Yeah. All right. Just
Pretty
general
good one.
applause. Thanks, everyone.
No problem. I'm just testing. Just testing the audience out.
Yeah, just making sure they're still warm.
They're warm.
Yeah, they're warm. They're always warm. They,
They
never
never
freeze.
yeah.
Sponsored by Black Panther, Bleach, and
Yeah.
Chernobyl Pre-Spies.
Of course. And Jesus had Spider-Man powers.
And 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri for your consideration.
And this $4,000 suit.
We were nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of the ones they do in the day like the day before.
Huh.
It was like outstanding achievement in being dope.
Nice.
Hopefully we get it.
Huh. Yeah, I was playing in my adult little league game this weekend, and we
What? Is that just when you go join a little league team?
no, it's a whole thing. Like everybody meets up at the park, and so we're picking teams. You have to pick teams every week, and I was given an Oscar on my team.
Like a kid named Oscar?
Yeah, he was really good. He couldn't slide though, so he's new, but I got an Oscar.
That's awesome.
I took him home with me.
Audience?
Well, guys,
Wait.
And now, Lenko.
Yeah, surprise guest appearance. A surprise guest appearance.
wow! Hey, everybody! Hey, everyone! Do you hear that? Lenko's here.
Yeah.
And with that,
Thanks,
bloopers.
Lenko. Yeah, we promise.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we got to do
Lenko.
so. Guys, here comes the bloopers. Ready? Oh, yeah. Well, you've all been waiting for it.
Oh,
Bloopers.
roll 'em.
Oh, welcome to the Bach Boys. I'm Ryan.
I'm Casey.
I'm Jake Blanc.
Oh no, that's the biggest blooper of all. He tried to burp, failed, and then cursed. And I'm Stu.
Don't worry, we could just play some Lenko over it.
Oh god. Oh god. This is the worst bloopers.
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh man, that was pretty great, guys.
Well, we told all.
Wow, those are some crazy bloopers.
It's the worst bloopers.
Those are pretty funny. I don't know.
I'm
I'm
laughing.
gonna go back and listen to those.
And the audience seemed to like him.
Yeah, they did. They did a whole lot, right, audience?
That's what we say.
That's our catchphrase.
We are the Bach Boys. I'm Ryan Murray.
We're saying our names. We've never done this. We've never done like a sign off like this.
We always
Like
do
one
that.
time.
No, we
We've
don't.
been doing it recently.
That's how we always
Because
don't.
remember, I had
That's
made
how we always end the episode.
No, we don't.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Like
Do
for
it,
like
do it.
6 seasons.
Do we do that every
Yeah,
time?
because
Every
especially-
single time.
No way.
Yeah, because remember
Casey
that.
just got Berenstein Bears, dude.
The Mandela effect.
All right, well then I'm Casey. Yes.
No. Well, I'm Jake.
I'm Alex.
And we're the Bach Boys.
Good night.